she is beautiful. She calls herself Media Messiah. She will tell us why. She is a radio personality. She hosts one of the biggest breakfast shows in the country. Not only that, over the weekend, she's also a TV presenter. Yes, she will get to introduce herself, but let me tell you who she is, because this girl is going places. Let's welcome Azeezah Hashim in the building.
Thank you.
Karibu.
Karibu. Thank you so much.
You are beautiful.
Thank you so much. And I'm super glad to finally be on Chat Spot.
Oh, nice. Unasikia your radio tune.
Do you know she was like a TV anchor?
You know, what?
Right?
Yeah.
TV anchor. Why did you stop?
I was more focused on entertainment. I love radio and everything about radio, but news anchoring was not me. When people hear your voice, they're like, one is a grill politician, so acha tukuweke kozo kona. Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily me, and I wanted to do things my age for now.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm thinking of anchoring in the long term, but for now, I want to focus on entertainment, TV hosting, MCing, and radio.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Oh, Lord. Making it big at 22.
I don't know why people usually think, like, the expression me wanna pata. Everyone who listens to me thinks I'm like 26 or 27.
Yeah.
What made you, what inspired you to join the media?
I never wanted to do media to start with.
How do you get there?
So when I finished high school, it was always that journey of get good grades, go to a national school. After national school, make sure you do medicine. Yeah. So I did everything. Inafikia time ya medicine, I couldn't do it.
Why?
Siwezi hata shikilia shindano. Let's start there. Right. I'm not looking at a cadaver my entire first year. Mimi naogopa hata kuona the dead body itself. So having to dissect a cadaver and all that, I couldn't do it. And of course, in attention span ya medicine. So I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Being as honest.
Yeah, but there's so many people who are actually super like confused when it comes to careers, and they've just left university and they're thinking, okay, what do I do now? And a cotton, because yes, you may have the grades to pursue medicine, but really the heart is not there.
It's not there.
So what will you advise anyone going through the same process of, I don't know what to do, because honestly, I am torn in between, because honestly, I have the grades, yes, but then there's this other.
I think the mistake that I made, I didn't do my research well.
Okay.
I wanted to do medicine for my dad. He was the one who wanted me to be a doctor, but I didn't basically research other than that what exactly I wanted. Yeah. I knew I used to do this announcements in school, but I thought that ningefanya wase wengi wangeona nika mi nimefail kwa maisha ka ningefanya TV, because that's the perspective you're given basically when you're in high school or when you're studying and from the whole environment around you. But I'd urge someone who's listening in and maybe is torn in between, do your research, try to figure out that one thing that you do naturally so well without even trying, and focus on it regardless of the background noise and what everyone else has to say about it.
Yeah, it's about you.
There's someone who told me a character can determine what profession you're in. Actually, the news thing, it's really evident because of your character. Charisma, nini, you got character. So by the time unaambiwa eti uende kwa news usimame, uko tu stand still, unasoma prompter, honestly, it's not you. So character builds a profession as well.
Yes.
And you're doing a good job at it.
Thanks so much.
So how is radio for you, and how did you start at NRG?
I actually tried out since 2018 before I got into the station that I'm in. So nearly try out. It was a new station at the time, young, vibrant. Nasayo tuko first year. I haven't actually graduated. Leo, I saw when I graduated, my mom is sijui nitamwambia nini. Besides the point. Yeah, so you find tulikuwa tumeanza first year, tried out the first time, didn't get it, tried out the second time, didn't even make it to the top 100. But nikasema this year lazima nikuje na something different. Had to work on all the different things that I honestly thought I wasn't good at. And obviously lazima ningechapa luku. Nilikuwa nimechapa hizo siku. So hakuna venye ningeingia energy. Nilienda nikanunua ma wigs. Nilienda nika flex.
Polish up.
And made sure my look is on point.
Nice. What do you think was some of the reasons maybe that you didn't qualify the first time?
I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough.
And you felt it?
Yeah. If I were to be employed at that time, I wouldn't even employ myself. And that's something that a lot of people need to learn. Go work on yourself. Like nenda kafanye kazi bana.
Yeah.
Enda angalia wasi wengine wanafanya nini and work on yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't be at me I'm the best anga you're not.
But Azeezah, do you know how many times people struggle with something called imposter syndrome,
Yeah.
where you are still doing your best, but you still feel like that is not your best
Yeah.
all the time? And if you can even ask those people that act, you know,
Yeah.
they'll act, and as a consumer, when I watch that, I'm like, oh my God, you did great.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh no,
Bado.
oh my
Oh,
God,
I feel
no,
bado.
no.
Yeah.
So again, you see, it's a thin line to know when exactly you're saying no to yourself, yet it's a yes, or you're simply just not good enough.
Yeah.
So then how do you know exactly enyewe ii bado?
Having people around you who actually know you well and can tell you things about yourself from the positive perspective. Unajua kuna positive criticism na kuna enyewe wasetu wana hate.
Yeah.
So unapata, for me it's my sister and the person that I'm with.
So they
they're
say
very
no
very
and you know
honest
it's a
with
no.
you. No, show yako iko down leo. Leo walai hakuna kenye umefanya. Of course nitafeel mbaya, but you
the
know
truth.
it's the truth.
Yeah.
Because I am my biggest critic. I'll criticize everything. I can't watch myself on TV. I can't listen to myself with people around me.
Me too.
Why?
I can't.
You cringe.
Why?
I'm like, oh my God,
check
that's my
and you
voice.
go work on maybe something you didn't like.
It's
No,
not that
when
easy.
people aren't around.
Yes, when I'm
nikiwa
alone,
peke
you're
yangu.
alone.
Yes.
Unaweza, you ina make sense.
Yeah.
But sana mention about the school.
Yeah.
You took a break. Are you planning to go back? Juu hata mimi kama mzazi ningetaka kujua. What's the plan, Azeezah? Wacha niingize the mom vibe. What's the plan, Azeezah?
I think my mom is seriously watching this na ameketi kwa kiti anangoja
Hiyo jibu.
utasema nini. To be honest, I think this year has just been a lot. In as much as this year has had so many blessings, nimemaliza nimebakisha tu project. It's just basically procrastination.
Yeah.
And again, the education system in the country has honestly disappointed me. So I felt like for a long time, I was working on the practical that I should have learned in school, so it's demotivated me a bit. But obviously, lazima nitavaa gown because my mom spent a lot of money on that school fees. So I
Is
will
this medicine
graduate.
or
No.
It's something else.
it's something else.
Yeah.
All the best. Make sure you go back.
And next year we're wearing that gown.
We have to.
Awesome.
And this something else. Is it close to what you're doing right now?
It is.
Yeah.
I am actually doing a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and Media Studies.
Yeah. So definitely the TV has to come at some point. You just don't feel it's the right time
Yeah,
right
if
now.
you're going to do something, you obviously have to be the best at it. So lazima uende usome kenye unataka kufanya. I usually don't believe in, nitafanya business alafu nikuja nifanye TV.
Yeah.
Just go learn even a short course about it.
Yeah. But what's the difference between traditional radio, what probably you're doing right now, because it's different when back in the day when we listened to radio, we didn't have a face to the person talking.
Yeah.
But right now, I think even radio is even more, it's on Instagram, it's on social media.
Yeah.
We get to see what you guys are wearing. It's almost like TV, but only like it's radio.
Yeah.
So like, what's the difference between now
think-
TV and radio?
I think it has its ups and downs, but the thing about radio, it's more natural. It's more you. You have an opinion, you have a voice, you interact with someone more personally, and you get to feel what someone is actually
I am
telling
feeling
you.
what you're feeling.
But it's different with radio. I do TV on a daily basis, or every single week on a daily
Saturday,
basis.
yeah.
Wow. So every single week. So unapatiwa script, you have to keep to the rundown and everything. And there's more pressure for me on TV than on radio.
There's no
appreciate
rundown
radio
in
more.
radio?
There is, but
Okay.
it's just a show plan. As long as you have it, you're good with it. But it's not as tight as TV. I think I prefer radio a lot more.
So radio is number one for
Number
you.
one.
Yeah,
Ushajipata
most
siku
definitely.
moja umeingia kwa show ukaambia hi dear listeners, na sasa hiyo ni TV. Ushaipata umemix?
There's a point I actually did that. I
Yeah.
was
For real?
at my previous TV station where
yes.
I was doing TV. Nilikuwa natoka my breakfast show at 10. At 11 I have another show. So napanda nduthi, ndo uende 11. Ninafika hapo nimetoka kusema breakfast club hapa, nakuja nakumbuka oh my god 0710674674 alafu nakuja huku nasema the next I'm sorry I told you my number. So it gets a bit confusing.
You told
but
people your number on air?
I told people the number, radio.
Yeah,
So I had to
radio.
tell them, I'm sorry I gave you my number, but don't worry about it.
Oh my God! Like
that is tricky.
But I think it's easier to hide that, especially on radio. But on TV now, you're like, oh
Everyone
my
is
God!
looking at
Everyone
you.
is
Seeing
looking
the
at
expression.
Yeah, and then you also want to pursue emceeing as a career as well.
Yeah.
What kind of emceeing? Is it a wedding?
Yeah.
Corporate?
Or
What are you looking at?
Currently, I am an active corporate emceeing, and my corporate emceeing side actually came first before mainstream TV and radio. So I strictly do corporate emceeing because it gives me more longevity. You're never gonna see Azeezah in a club. I'm sorry, that's not for me.
Yeah.
You're never gonna see me doing appearances and everyone has their own brands and what they want to achieve out of it. But I want the long-term, respectable brand that will give me longevity in the media industry.
Yeah, but do they look at you and because you're 22 years old, they don't believe that you can? Have you ever like faced a challenge where they wanted to give you a job, but they're looking at you and they're, no, I don't think she's fit for the job?
I think they mostly underpay you
Because of the age.
Because of your age and because I look tinier.
Okay.
From ukiongea na mimi kwa simu, I've received
your voice doesn't match
yeah,
your
so
size.
person ukiongea, you think you're expecting a
Happens
huge
a lot.
person, alafu unafika hapo and the people are like, where's the person we were actually talking to?
Yeah.
So I think the underpaying, but I've learned that I'm a product of a process. Siwezi anza nikuje nikuitishe 100K.
Yeah.
Me si
You just
Caroline
started.
Motoko, me si Amina Sai, but I will be there and there will be that time where you will pay me that much and I will deliver.
Yeah.
And speaking of them, who do you look up to in this industry?
She's a South African media personality and that is Bonang Mateba.
I know, but now.
Absolutely love her. Lerato Kanyako, also from South Africa.
Kidogo na hapa
Then
Kenya.
Caroline Motoko.
Asante.
That is, I respect her. I live for the day that I'll actually get to meet her in person. Ile tu natakanga tu kutane na msee, like nishakuona, that's it, I'm happy, end of
Maybe
the day.
she's watching.
She's probably watching. She's amazing.
Maybe
I've
she's
met her.
watching.
She is,
Phenomenal.
she is amazing. But let's take it. I want you to advise the young people who are watching you right now. They want to be you, but they don't have. They think they don't have the tools to navigate the streets. So what is that one message you'd like to tell them?
Keep on trying. Just keep on trying. Time yako itafika. It might take years on end, but it's meant to build you. The thing that we fail the most at is expecting that utamka leo kesho utakuwa Caroline Motoko. It's never gonna work like that. So you have to work hard. You have to be consistent in your craft. You have to constantly keep on trying and never, ever, ever give up. I know it sounds like, oh, we've heard that 1,001 times. I'm gonna make it 1,002, so make sure you do listen to it.
Yeah, Media Messiah.
What are you planning for
No,
us?
no, no.
Next year?
Nijibu tu Media Messiah.
oh, the
Where did
name.
that come from?
The name.
Umekuja kusave nani?
I've come to save the industry. Y'all are not ready. Because I believe I have something that a lot of people have never had and they're not ready for this. So I am the Messiah. I've come to rescue radio and TV.
Nice.
And with time, you'll see it. You don't get it right now, but you'll see it.
Next year, tupatie zinaitwanga nini? New Year's resolutions next year. What are
Do you
planning?
write a visual board? Do you write those resolutions?
I do.
Okay.
As much as it sounds like such a cliche, like my yangu imepangwa tu hivi and everything, but I actually do because it actually works. Everything that I wrote at the beginning of the year, I was very specific, and that is exactly what I got.
You are the first.
So is it like a manifestation?
It's a manifestation kind of thing.
Yeah.
And manifesting is ni we mwenyewe na kenye unaaminia. Weka unaaminia universe sawa. Weka unaaminia whatever supreme being.
Yeah.
You put it and get into action. Try as hard as possible. So next year, of course, we're going bigger, bigger events, and of course, more international gigs. So you better watch out for my Instagram because we're gonna be international. If you know what I'm saying.
My husband told me you shouldn't say international. So like Nana, don't say international. Like why?
Why shouldn't we?
in international. Say global. So global.
Yeah,
for
we're
you,
going
girl.
global because
Yeah. So great. Sadly, our time is almost up. We gotta go on a short break. But before we go, kindly share your social media handles where people can you know, talk to you.
Yeah. At Azeezah_H, that's AZEEZAH_H everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, kila pahali.
Thank you, Media Messiah, for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we're going to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back.